Do you speak to players who want to move as well, or is it just your agents? Or...
Yeah, this is something new, honestly, because till like 2-3 years ago, it was almost impossible. Then I think Instagram changed the game on that. Because, for example, on Twitter, a couple of years ago, it was impossible to get in touch with players. It was not that kind of platform. It's an excellent platform, but was completely different approach with people on the platform. Now with Instagram, it's easier. So a lot of players are directly testing, or I'm testing them too sometimes, to ask information. So sometimes they tell me, please, can you say something about me because I want to leave the club? So yes, it's happening, and it's something strange. It feels still strange to me, but sometimes also big names are texting and they want to receive information or share information. So this is the new era of the transfer market, probably.
So you get top players sliding into your DMs, do you? Do you ever anger football clubs? Do you ever get managers or coaches or coming on to you saying, why are you doing this? You got that wrong information, or you're pushing our player down a certain route?
Yeah, it always happens. I won't say every day, but it's always happening. And I think it's normal. I really respect them. I understand that sometimes they want to save the stories. But look, one of the best parts of my job is that everything I'm doing is always, with good faith. So I'm never going to create a problem because I have to help someone or try to get some player out of the club. This is something that I would never do. If you start doing this one time, it's the end of your job in the transfer market industry. So, for example, it happened to me that it was a very big story. It was in March, end of March, when Bayern decided to fire Nagelsmann and to bring in Thomas Tuchel as new coach. That was very surprising, out of nowhere. I broke the story, and I remember the reaction was very furious to me, like, what is this? Why did you break the story? But then the sources at Bayern respected me because they told me, you tried to call us. You spent 2 hours calling us before sharing the story. And we really respect that because we were angry the first moment we saw the story out. Okay, we were not happy. But then you tried to check the story. You were not just reporting what you know and nothing else. So for me, that was very important and made me understand once again that it's always important to be in good relations.
What is your biggest coup? What is the biggest thing that you've revealed?
Look, there are a couple of coups. For me, the favorite one remains Bruno Fernandes to Manchester United because it changed my life.
In what way did it change your life?
Because I was reporting on Italian football till that moment, also something on European football. But in that case, with Bruno, it really changed my life because I understood that there was ground to make something special on European and international transfer market. The biggest one, I would say, this Nagelsmann-Tuchel story was really incredible. I was really shocked when I heard about that because Nagelsmann was in a fantastic position at Bayern, so it was completely unexpected. But my favorite remains the one about Zinedine Zidane leaving Real Madrid and deciding to leave the club. It was absolutely incredible to me because you can have many stories, but when it's Zinedine Zidane and when it's Real Madrid, is something else.
Tell us, how did you get that story then?
Look, I was playing football. It was the night of the Europa League final between Villarreal and Manchester United. I still remember that. I was playing five-side football with my friends. I was in Sardinia, so enjoying some time with my friends. Then the ball goes out. I go to check my phone, as I always do.
Well, when you're playing five-a-side football, you still check your phone when the ball goes out of play?
I have to. And so I was checking my phone. I look at the message, and was one guy telling me, look, there is a message in Real Madrid chat with all the players where Zinedine Zidane said, tomorrow I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to speak to Florentino Perez. It's over for me here. And I decided to leave the club. And so I was checking on Zidane's side, but then after 2-3 checks, I got the confirmation, and that's how I got the story. But it was really, really big for me.